Hi friends, I've got a great one for you in Silent Night, Christmas classic. And we're going to do this one in the key of D, which is going to put us mostly in second position, which means my first finger will get all the second frets, second finger hits the third finger hits the fourth fret, little finger's going to hit the fifth fret, should it happen to occur. Alright, before we get into it, let me give you your first string note to tune up to. Go ahead and calibrate to that. Okay, so when you play in the key of D, you don't have many first fret notes at all. So what I try to do is move into second position, which is a hillbilly second position. It's not true second position because that means I'm going to close off my open strings. But I'm just going to use my first finger on the second fret, second on the third, third on the fourth when needed. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and play through it one time fairly slow. Well, it's slow anyway. And then we'll go ahead and break it down. Okay? Now I'm going to play it straight, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to fill this puppy up. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're going to want to learn that straight break using the fingerings that I'm doing first. Okay, then we're going to look at it this way now. That's the way you've got it written out. Now we're going to add in all the pretties. So I wrote it out very simple so that it didn't look so ugly. And now we're adding in other things. So keep this in mind. All right, now I'm going to start with my D chord, which is just my first finger on the third string, second fret, and my second finger on the second string, third fret, and my first string is muted by my finger. That way I can strum through this, and I don't need to hold my first finger, I don't need to hold my first string down. And I don't want to bar it because that's a lot of energy. And this is what you're going to get. I can either hit the note and then do a quick strum and have my third finger ready to hammer on. And the third finger goes down to the fourth string, fourth fret, and there's my full D chord in this position. Okay, what I did was I took this F sharp note off the first string and moved it over to the fourth string. Alright, so now there's two ways to play this melody, and one is the first way I just described it, where you're going to hit the melody note and then strum. Now I can do a hammer on instead of going in there, so here's my hammer. Now when I do a lot of these melody notes, I'm also hitting the next adjacent string with a brush. Did you hear all the notes in there? I'm just hitting the melody string and the next higher string. Higher string, higher in pitch. Not going this way, but going this way. Okay? The other thing I can do is I can strum to the melody note without going past it, whatever chord is written above it. So in this case, I just can strum to the A note. Okay? That's my melody, and then I can do my hammer. Strum. Now, I'm strumming the D chord, but there's not much D in here. I can't hit my sixth string unless I cover it with my thumb. And I can do that. That's a legal hit. I chose not to drop my E string down to D, like drop D tuning. I just want to keep it this way. Because when the G chords come up, I don't want you having to stretch out pretty far. Even shot off the camera shot, didn't I? So I want to just make it regular G chords. Okay. So let me take it from the beginning. I'm going to strum to the melody, and then a brief strum, or just the hammer on. Leave it ringing. Now strum, strum. Strum, strum. Okay, I'm going to strum to the E note first string. But when I do this, I'm not strumming it like this. I'm strumming it with a push through each of the strings. When I get to the first string, I'm going to emphasize that one. So basically this technique allows me to strum to the melody note on the first strum of the measure, which is what I did. Into my D. Okay, here I can do some double stops. I'm using the 4th string, 4th fret, and the 2nd string, 2nd fret, 3rd string. Open 2nd and 3rd string to the 1st and 2nd fret of the 2nd and 3rd string, which is a nice change to get to G. So let me play from the top. Again, I'm going to slip a quick strum in here. The A7. Pretty nice. Okay, your G chord, I'm only strumming to the 2nd string. Okay? Now notice, I'm really just pushing that through there. I'm not strumming it this way. Now, after that, I did a rhythmic strum. Here's where the B minor is going to come in. Now, keeping in mind, I strummed the A7 chord to the melody note on the first beat of the measure. Then a regular strum, hit a lead note, strum into the high G. Let me see if there's no way to really clean that up so you can see it easily, but I'm holding an A7, just a 2-finger chord, and then I'm holding my little finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3. Now all these and beats, these flag notes in here are hit with upswings, and I mentioned it earlier, but I think I did because I've said it so many times I thought I did. But whenever you, and I'll go back over it and you'll see, but whenever you have an 8th note by itself, it's going to be an upswing. Okay, now we have the B minor. I'm going to strum my B minor chord. B minor is a bar across the 2nd fret. And then I'm going to take my second finger, and I'm going to make this easier in a second. I'm going to take my 2nd finger, put it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Ring finger's going to the 4th string, 4th fret, and my little finger goes underneath it on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Now keep in mind, I've got these three fingers holding down the bar, which means that my bar is bent and curled. It does not have to push down on the strings that these fingers are on, which makes life so much easier. So I'm going to strum through to the melody note, this D note, and then to the F sharp note on the 1st string. Okay, back to your D, to your A, open it up, and then walk it down. Okay. Up, down. Now if I did a hammer on right there, I'd jam it in there quicker and I hit it with a downswing. That seems a little different. Okay. Regular. Here's a down, up, down. Okay. If it's an 8th note by itself, last note. It happens, folks. So anyway, your ending is... Wish me luck. Okay. There's Silent Night. You got it a couple different ways. First, learn the straight break, which is just the melody notes, no chords, no nothing funny in there. And then go ahead and add these chords that I've showed you on film here. All right? Have fun with it, and I'll see you at the next lesson.